So I thought this was a solo stream.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It was gonna be, but David said he doesn't mind like other people here, so we're just gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but David, this is James, one of my other mods, also a very good friend.
Hello, hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I watch a lot of your videos.
Thanks, thanks a lot for the support, man.
Okay,
I made Alex have a panic attack about one of the decks on your channel.
oh.
Which deck was that?
The Lord Knight deck, the one that like spams off board.
The Pulsmon one. Yeah, it took me by surprise also as well actually. When I recorded
I
that.
thought this was...
I built that deck.
Hey.
God damn it, dude.
Hey.
I built that deck just to test it for set 7 because like my locals is going to be flooded with shine. Even though I love that deck,
Right.
like, I don't want to do mirror matches all day. So I built this. I'm like, wait, this is pretty fun. Then I just played it against a bunch of blue in the last 2
If
days.
you draw the amazing hand, it's like it just pops off, you know.
It's an auto win if you just get like
Yeah.
the full chain. Angelmon plus Lord
Nobody
Knight.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
can do
play
anything.
a handful of games yesterday. I was very surprised how well it did into Blue Hybrid. I initially came into the matchup thinking Blue Hybrid was gonna just completely dominate that matchup because of the amount of stun Blue Hybrids have access to. But
It's too slow
Eh,
actually. Yeah.
yeah,
it's too
in
slow.
actual play testing, it feel really bad. As the Blue Hybrid player, it just did not feel good. I'm sure Blue
I think
Hybrid
what-
can win, but the issue is like you need a lot to go right. It feels so weird to say that because Blue Hybrid was such a dominant deck in Japanese meta, but like without Ice Wall, it feels so much weaker into this particular matchup.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that time I think we had 4 ice swords still, but it was
Yeah.
still not enough because of how crazy it is. Given that, I don't know, man, it just pops off. It's just too scary, especially like it's the first time I saw it. I mean, it just catches you by surprise, lah. If you
Yeah,
think about
I was very surprised. I did not expect it to be that good.
it, they give credit to that guy, man.
Okay, hold on. I'm like posting this real quick, and then we should be good to go once people settle in.
But this is so exciting. This is probably my favorite set so far in this game.
BT9.
Yeah, I've been having
Yeah.
so much fun with this set.
Yeah, I think that
No, I
this is
didn't
my...
really look. I
Go
didn't
ahead.
really look through this BT9 set yet. I'm only excited for like Merciful Mood. I don't know what else to expect from this card actually. This set.
The only card I cared about the set was Wargreymon X. That's all I cared
Oh,
about.
That's cool.
I think this set expand deck building quite a bit because you have now
Definitely with all the mixed color and like you can mix color properly now. I think to an
Yeah.
extent.
the X Digimon add a lot of depth to deck building.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so much stuff is like viable. It's great.
Random old decks are probably at least playable. I have not even begun to test the scope of what this set can do.
I'm still not a fan of Ordinmon.
Nobody is. That card is
No,
super mediocre.
Yeah, it's too weak. I think it's a little too weak for how difficult it is to get out.
It didn't receive as much support as I expected it.
Yeah, I think it might get more support next set.
Yeah, it's always the next set thing, you know.
Yeah,
Wait, which card?
Or
Dean.
Or
yeah.
Leopardmon, the Geograph
Yeah.
level 7.
Like how Black Wargrey just got so much better after with this set, right? When it was introduced in BT08, but it's so much stronger after this set.
Yeah, I
was
got a lot of.
Yeah.
I was surprised they made Gallantmon count as Black Wargreymon.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, people who play Black Wargreymon definitely aren't complaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Obviously, there, yeah.
Okay, so while people are settling in, I think we're probably just start going on. But for everyone that is just now joining, we here at Hoang Zero, we're joined by DPP. who you don't know, is a very, very, very amazing content creator. DPP, do you want to introduce yourself?
Should I say the same thing? Like, hey. Yeah, welcome to Hoang Zero.
The signature.
Yeah, I really like this guy. He's very friendly.
Thank you.
And thanks for inviting me to this stream.
Yeah, for sure. We're really glad to have you here. But definitely, I know BT9. It's not even out in Asia, right? It's next week, I want to say, or 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So have you? I know you said you didn't look too in depth on BT9, but do you have any decks you think are going to be really popular by the end of all this?
I would say definitely Alphamon will be one of the decks
Right.
people will play because of how much support the X antibody receive. But I'm just afraid that the older decks will still be better, like
Right.
Yellow Hybrid and all. Like they just are more consistent. And I mean there are cards like Baihumon, which is something to be excited about, but on how to build a deck successfully, I would say is a problem in its own, because it does require opponent to play a lot of Tamers and Digimons to just trash the security. But I don't know, man. There's a lot to expect from this set, and definitely I think one of you guys actually mentioned that it is really making deck building a lot more fun, given that there's so much depth that one can do. So BT9 is definitely one of the more exciting sets compared to previous sets. But that's how Digimon works, as more sets gets around, more old decks get supported. So yeah, definitely I think X antibody might do well. Although I mean this is definitely an X antibody set as well, so that's without a doubt. They really want new decks to work so that people will buy new cards.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, I had a quick question before we start. From what you've seen, what are you most excited for? Like, what deck are you most excited to play with the set drop?
Initially, I was very excited for Merciful Mode because I was supporting Shivamon, because Shivamon and Merciful Mode does really pair very well, given that you can trash through security at the start of the turn, given how the interaction works. But as much more cards get released, such as Dexamon and Alphamon, I would say that maybe green isn't as good as compared to those, but you never know, because green does have the download mechanic.
Come on, we got
I don't know, man.
We got Grande's Quaggamon, man. Come on.
I mean, like, there is one build, but Shivamon does sounds interesting too, given that you can be more flexible in how you play the ratios and more downloads, I would say. Yeah, but we never know what's going to be expected. So, Japan might surprise us with just more hybrids again, because hybrid is still too good.
True. Hybrids are pretty great.
Definitely. So, yeah, I think I'll be the most excited for Merciful Mode. I mean, given that it's, I would say, one of the cheaper options as well. I mean, like, Omimon is definitely not as cheap, but it is cheaper than Secrets, I would say. So, that's something I'm excited about.
Okay, so
to spend less money.
I want to ask David, do you think people need to run Secret Rare Alphamon from BT6? Do you think they still need that or no? Because I can't imagine you would want to dedicate slots to that card right now.
To be honest, I would say the new rare one is actually not that bad.
Yeah,
it actually slots one thing from the drop zone, so it's like, wow, damn.
Right,
you can suddenly just new Orumon, then just suddenly slot that from the drop zone instead of slotting in from hand, because slotting in from hand does require the Tamer or the option, which is not that easy, given that you do require some sort of setup before that. But I would say it's still runnable, given that you do gain 2 memory, which can extend plays, so that when you do evolve to level 7, you don't have to discard all 7 cards to make extra turn happen. I would say don't get it just because you want to play the deck. You can actually still try out with the BT9 one first, but if you do have it already, then that's good lah. You do have the option. An option is always good. Yeah.
Okay. So somebody in chats asked, the bans don't go into effect till the set comes out. The bans are already out in Asia. They have all 5 bans.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's already in effective at the start of February. So yeah, but hybrid is still, so not surprising there.
Good. Yeah, so I know you and I were talking about Yellow Hybrid potentially falling off, but one of our Discord members, he got so frustrated playing against Wargreymon, because Wargreymon's just immune to everything. He started playing Yellow Hybrids again, and it was working out really, really well for him, because Wargreymon's not immune to DP reduction. So I think we'll see Yellow Hybrid stick around for another set, more than likely.
Definitely, man.
And
That's
time
the
to
scary part.
time to Tekken Bread the God. That's all I'm saying.
True. Okay, but yeah.
Breath of the God.
So I did Zero, who everyone here in the stream is familiar with. He's played a lot of red and black this set, specifically Black Wargreymon, as well as Wargreymon X and Gallantmon. So I'm gonna look to him for those. I also know he's played a lot of Magnamon X as well. And then Llama has played probably the most MetalGreymon X out of anyone I know. So obviously I'll be looking to him for that. And then you've also played a lot of Grandes, right, James?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And then Karan, have you looked into BT9 at all yet? Like, have you played any of it?
Like I said, I looked quite a bit into yellow, but I only looked into one card specifically because, like, God, that card is amazing.
Okay. But yeah. So without further ado, let's kick right into it. I can share my screen so you guys can follow along with me. Also, hey Tessero, I see you're in here. What's up?
Hi. What's up?
All right. And Tessero is also another one of my mods, and he plays by far the most purple that I'm like.
He's been playing a lot of X antibody. I assume.
Okay. So the first Digimon, or first card we're going to talk about is Koromon. Your turn, while this Digimon has Agumon or Greymon in its name, it gets plus 1000 DP. I'd imagine for like the Wargreymon style of decks, this is just flat out a really strong egg. Well, it's not, obviously it's not BT5 Koromon where you get to draw an additional card. The unconditional plus 1000 DP, I would imagine, comes up a lot. How often do you use this one compared to BT5?
I was... sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Just comparing it to like the BT7 one, was it the one that you gain plus 1k when you hit the security? Sometimes that becomes useful because you do want to clear the board, especially with Black Wargrey. So this one definitely has more, I'll say, reliable condition because you do gain 1k DP regardless. So you can actually swing over Digimons, which sometimes is a problem for Black Wargrey, given that you might not have the best evolution sources. But compared to BT5, of course BT5 does sounds the best one because you do draw one. Drawing one is always good in this game. Yeah.
All right, and then James, yeah.
I would say this. Initially, I'm in agreement. I've been testing and I've been using most of the BT or 5X, but I don't know how much you guys have played with this deck or see it play. One problem I've been running into, and this sounds really, really weird when you're talking about red and black, but I've been decking out. I've been hitting deck out point with red and black simply because you're evolving and digging through so much of your deck. Like on an average turn, say because I play Nokia, I can move our rookie, evolve into X antibody, draw a card, dig 3, evolve into level 4 for free, draw 1, evolve into Greymon X, draw 1, evolve into 5, draw 1. So you that turn alone, you're digging like 6, 7 card. So if you play into like the slower control deck, because the person that Alex mentioned earlier is Hayes, who's one of a prominent member of our Discord who play a lot of yellow and purple, and I play into his Magnamon list. So the issue I keep running into is if I lose my stack, I have to rebuild my stack and raising. I run into deck out situation just because of how long games can go.
And so you found yourself like resorting more to this egg instead to avoid deck out, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I feel a lot of times I'm like, I would rather have this egg just so I don't get the extra draw mid game. It's really weird to say that, but I mean
that's very fair. Like with all these like different type of decks, and they have like a lot of immunity, right?
Yeah.
With like Greymon X granting immunity, MetalGreymon promo, Wargreymon promo, Garurumon, all these like cards with blanket protection effects. Definitely, I feel like games could potentially go out longer for sure. Somebody in chat, True Pain Yu-Gi-Oh! Or True Pain Gaming, he said, DPP Senpai, I love you. Please tell me Blue X antibody is meta.
If you believe it, then yeah, man, of course, anything can be meta, man. You can always believe it.
Okay, and then chat, if my volume is still too low, let me know. Alright, and then the next egg is Puyoyomon. So it's Jellymons in training, and when in effect adds a card to your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn.
This is just a filler egg, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine this being like a really The art's really nice. The art's
Upamon.
You have better
Yeah.
blue egg options.
yeah, right. Like
for,
you
like, most
have
decks.
starter deck Demi Vmon for one, right? Plus if you have 8 or more cards. in
Upamon
hand.
just.
Yeah, Upamon. What egg have you normally found yourself playing in MetalGreymon X, Lemma? Or-
Mostly Upamon, and then if I want to,
Suno?
or like I've slowly been testing it, yeah, the Suno.
Right.
That gives a generic +1k.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is the Justimon support even good? If you're talking about the Raijin, Fujin, Suijin, and Raidenmon, no, it's very mediocre. But what is good for Justimon is Baihumon. That's a really good deck.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And then we got Tokomon X Antibody, which shout out to the movie, right? The what was the movie? The what was it called again?
X Evolution.
X Evolution. Yeah, thank you. Once per turn, when a card is added to your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. This
The
is.
card's
You like this one?
no way, dude.
I was gonna say this feels like a bait.
It's an interesting card just for recovery.
Mm-hmm.
But if I recall, it said once per turn on it. It's not even like.
It is once per turn. It is once. Per turn.
Yeah. So that makes it even weaker. So you
Yeah.
can't even abuse it with like Kazuchimon or something.
It doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will never come up. There's just so many easier ways to do minus 1k if you really need to. Koromon and Pikmon are just way easier to pull off.
Alright, so somebody asked, just checking, but Digivolving doesn't count as an effect, right? No, it does not. Digivolving is a game mechanic. Similar to how. What's up? Go ahead.
Sorry. Just to point out that this is X antibody, so it can actually help some yellow X antibody cards work better. But yeah, it's mostly a bit.
Wait, Zombie.
You know.
Dude, I have a full Justimon deck. I don't play with just one Justimon. Leave me alone. But yeah, what DPP said is true. This is still an X antibody egg, so if yellow ever gets something that checks for X antibody sources, this could potentially come up. I agree with that. Also, the art is like a 10 out of 10 on this one.
Feels like it's only the blacks cards that care about X antibody and the sources, or
Hey,
evolution cards with X antibody.
you never know. We might get something down the line.
Everything else wants the option card.
Somebody asked, are any of the Olympus 12 playable? Ceresmon was.
Was?
Does that
Yeah.
count?
She was I think she was the only like real meta
She's
one.
the
of all
only
the
SR
ones.
one. Yeah, so far, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would imagine we get Apollomon and Dianamon at some point.
Dude,
and it'll be SRs.
I need a
Jupiter.
Palomon in my
Yeah,
life.
Jupiter as well. We should be SR. I've seen
Yeah.
some lists use Junomon, the on Digivolve Mill 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The next
Austin got
closest
back a card. It's used in like I think hybrid lists,
Mhm.
yellow hybrid lists to grab back
Yeah.
like Susano and such because it's unrestricted.
Well, there you have it. You can play Junomon.
The next closest Olympus 12 would probably be Titamon, just because he's the Kratos of that lore.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, he's not an Olympus. I mean, and then,
Yeah, he's
and,
not
then,
cool.
and then Plutomon was exiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Motimon, while this Digimon has Insectoid in his trait, gain plus 1000 DP. Overall, a really strong egg, but I don't think you play this over Gummymon because Gummymon is
Doesn't
a
come
draw
up.
one. Gummymon draws one, right?
This card literally does not come up.
Yeah, like you
Because-
hit such large DP thresholds anyway. Like, do you need to hit more? Right?
No, usually you want to save your. You don't want to move your stack out early, anyways, unless you're. If you're moving out early, you're in a really bad position because Grandis is going to Grandis win the game or
Yeah.
try to win the game.
Right.
If you move out early, you're in a really bad position, and this deck will not help you. You want to. If you're moving out early, it's because you're trying to dig,
Mhm.
and if you're trying to dig, you want to draw.
Yeah.
So you rather want to draw.
Wait, I just realized. Yo, in the background of Motimon's art is a Pagumon and a Zurumon. Which.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
wait. There's an art reference within the art. That's sick. All right.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's referenced in the purple egg. It's
Yeah,
a,
that's what I'm saying.
It's
That's
a
what I'm
series.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, series of event.
It's consecutive.
Yeah, it's a consecutive art. Okay. And then Goromon, who, if I remember correctly, he used to be called Tumblemon or something in the watch, but then it got changed to Goromon. During your opponent's turn, while this Digimon has blocker, it gains 1000 DP.
They finally gave Black the correct blocker egg.
It took 9 sets. It took 9 sets, but we finally got there. Do we play this egg now? Probably not. It's a little bit late.
I don't know. I think it's good. I
What-
got stuffed right before in against Oriyumon
Oh, with Oreo.
because then I forgot because I forgot to account for it.
Wait, does Oreo game blocker?
Yes.
Ginryu gives it.
Oh, okay. Then maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe.
and any X antibody stack can gain blocker.
Yeah, they have the
Oh.
inheritable blocker champion.
Nice. Okay, then actually.
And
if that's the
Black
case, yeah.
Black Wargreymon can also opt to run this if you want Black.
Oh,
Wargreymon
that's
to be
true.
good.
No, that's very true. You are very, very true. Okay. And then Pagumon, when attacking, trash one card in your hand, gain 1000 DP. Does this ever come up?
This is probably the easiest DP gain. Egg in purple.
Okay.
If you're looking for that sort of thing. And also, it's an easy way to like trigger your trash effects. There's a lot of if you're like thinking of like Titamon, Eismon. Though even though that's limited, because like Demi-Meramon is like your only other but good choice, and you run into that like scatter mode problem where you swing and you just hit a rookie and survive when you really needed that discard.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. People are asking why is Llama in the call. It's because Llama is probably the best Melga X player that I know, and he isn't somebody trying to do a pump and dump on the market. But okay.
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't hear about it? Okay, so there's like an actual 15-year-old kid who's buying out Wargreymon promo, trying to create a
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's trying to inflate the price of the promo. He bought 40 of them.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Man, what a freaking clown.
Did it go up?
Yeah, it went up.
Oh, yeah,
He bought it all.
40 of them.
That's really funny.
Okay.
It's still only $3.
Yeah, it's still worth like jack shit, but he apparently bought it for like cents a pop, and I'm just like,
that's really funny.
Like, why would you do this? Like, what do you gain from this? Okay, and then
he's happy, man.
Okay, so we did get Agumon X, who is on play or when digivolving. Check top 3 cards and then add an X antibody and a Greymon or Omnimon to your hand. I mean, this is just a really good searcher. It's a
super stable,
huge consistency booster. Yeah. Also,
and just being able to evolve rookie over rookie is amazing.
Yeah, rookie over rookie is huge, for sure.
Even if you don't play X, say in the future deck, and you cut the X engine for whatever reason, right? And you're playing all Greymon, you still play this card.
Yeah.
Because it's basically a 0 cost search 3 if you on a rookie, or the fact that it works when you play it too. It's just a really good card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even when raising yet nothing, it's still value because you still get that draw for Eva.
Yep, extra cycle.
And gives you the extra stack that works with Greymon X.
So I was gonna say they make a reference to Palmon X in this art, but we didn't get Palmon X this set. I'm kind of sad now.
Next set. Yeah.
Wait for another X antibodies. We'll get the rest of the X antibody. There's still so many that we haven't gone through.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, what's up, Llama? What were you saying?
I wanted to say, like, just because we got to the Agumon first, one of my favorite combos is playing like the BT5 searcher. Digging 3, then digivolving this, cycling 1, and then digging 3 more.
Yeah.
Just lets
no,
you find
Llama. The tech is playing Nokia to play the BTO5 searcher, evolve into this, and then evolving BTO5 Greymon for 1 to pass that 1.
True.
If you had 3.
True.
Also, somebody in chat pointed out, and this is true. You can digivolve this in the raising area with the special effect, the special digivolution box. So if you have
the armor release Digimon.
Yeah, similar to armor. Okay, and then we
you don't get the effect, but who cares? It's still a cycle.
Yeah, it's still a cycle 1. It's still a cycle 1. Okay. Gallantmon X antibody. So 0 from Gallantmon, and then when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 or less DP. ESS, add 1000 to the maximum DP you could choose with DP-based deletion effects.
It comes up a lot.
Yeah, it's just really good. I was playing Dark Nightmon, and they're all 3K. So Gallantmon popped my freaking Skull Nightmon. I was just
especially because EX2 Gallantmon want you to play it to do the search. So you just play that to do the search, evolve this pop, and then like you play something to pass turn. It's just really solid card.
Okay, so
he's beating up Terriermon X.
He is beating up Terriermon X. He's about to gang.
Which is also next set.
Yeah. So somebody said, or TPG or Chupain Gaming said, DPP Senpai, I love your MetalGreymon Joggers deck, and I'm definitely gonna play it. And Tasty said, yo, that was DPP's voice.
hello. Yeah, Metal Guru is fun, but you really need to hit the stack. If not, it's just gonna be a set Mega Digimon, man.
Okay, so we have Growlmon X antibody, so 0 from Growlmon, ESS, add 1000 to the maximum DP to evolution effects. I mean, again, it's a really good cycle. It plays in theme with Gallantmon style decks. I think it's just a good card, right? Like no.
Yeah. One thing of note, this because of all the extra DP gain, deletion support that you get this set, the EX2 Magnamon becomes a much better card because of these.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the issue with Magnamon was that it only deleted 10k, 10,000 power, right? If you have 2 sources now, it will get rid of most level 6.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's up, DPP?
Yeah.
No, I say that it's insane, given that you can kill out the 12k DP, like what you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's like a lot more better.
Yeah. You can evolve, kill a level 6, and then like have this big stack that if they remove, you get to play your, like you can play your Wargreymon. Like say they go into level 6 to kill your Magnamon, you can play your Wargreymon out, and then you can play like a Tocado from hand or from trash, and then on your next turn you just warp your Gilmon into a Gallantmon to swing back into whatever they.
Yeah, with blitz and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes the deck. The issue with this deck is with most old single stack deck is that once you lose your stack, it becomes really difficult to try and recover. It doesn't have the protection of like the Greymon X decks, but that engine helps a lot because you can still kind of recover a stack in a way.
So
once you lose it,
somebody said Magnamon with all these X antibody sources is like the one guy who got all the different COVID vaccines. Okay, so we have Greymon X antibody, who is 0 over Greymon, and during both players' turns, if an effect would delete this Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, or return it to the owner's hand or deck, you may prevent that by discarding 2 cards at the same level in the source.
I think this card's kind of broken.
Yeah, this
card is insane.
This card's
Yeah,
insane.
man.
What?
Single-handedly brings back Greymon tribal decks.
Yeah, actually.
The fact that it negate not only deletion but negate like return a hand and bottom decking.
Yeah.
It just dodges so much removal.
Yeah, you
Like-
have 2 ways of getting rid of it, which is swinging into it and chaos degrade.
Yeah.
Or
It's-
devolve, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll go say DP drain as well.
No.
Oh yeah,
Wait, no, it doesn't
DP minus.
It doesn't stop DP minus.
It doesn't stop DP minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another option.
Yeah, it's just very very few ways.
That's where Breath of the Gods come in, right? Okay, so now we have Omnimon. I mean, not mine. Omni Shoutmon X antibody, which I really didn't expect this set. I actually did not expect this. So Digivolves from 0 over Omni Shout. It has Blitz when Digivolving, and if this has Omni Shout or next antibody in its source, it can also attack unsuspended Digimon. So crossword
It
set
gives
10.
you more control early, which is nice.
Crossword set 10, anyone?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really a home for this in the current like landscape, but you know,
I mean-
crossword sets could be good.
Yeah, if we get more Shoutmon type Digimon, I can see this being like
Yeah.
a solid addition, right?
This art is so sick. I like Magnamon X
Yeah.
in the background. Like,
Yeah,
it's like little peeking.
especially with the Shoutmon cross 4, the cross 6, and stuff like that. They can easily just make a more Shoutmon support, you know?
Okay, and then we have Wargreymon X, so 0 over Wargreymon, when Digivolving until the next time your opponent's turn ends. 2 of your opponent's Digimon gain. On deletion, lose 1 memory. And then if you have Wargreymon or X antibody in the source, choose any number of their Digimon whose total DP adds up to 6k and delete them. How often does this come up?
I want to like this card, but I don't think I do.
I feel like it wouldn't come up like very often, right? Because like
Well, the issue is that the other red level 5 that you should be playing in the deck is Wargreymon. Wargreymon is so powerful in the deck because it allows you
are we
to.
talking about like old Red Wargreymon?
Old
Yeah,
Rise,
BTO4.
Okay,
BTO4 Wargreymon. Yeah,
Right.
BTO4 Wargreymon is so powerful in the deck because you can evolve to level 5 in raising, move out, burst, play a Tocado, evolve level 6, and then blitz on the same turn. So it's such a powerful effect.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Yeah, in combination with like all the X stuff, because with all the X stuff, right?
That's extra sources for you to burst away.
Yeah. Not only that, it's just like you can keep your important sources while bursting away stuff. So your deletion, you still have all your deletion gain. So it's just, yeah. This card just doesn't come up enough. Like deleting stuff mid game is never an issue. The old Wargrowl kind of take care of that problem also because it pop up to 6,000. Like the memory gain is nice, but I don't know, it just doesn't come up enough.
All right, and then we do
Sorry,
have.
sorry. Can I check something?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah. For the X antibody, right?
Mhm.
It refers to that one single option only, or is it like each trade?
It has to be the option.
Yeah, it has to be the option.
Yeah, it's the option.
Okay. Okay. Now I see. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so
Okay.
suddenly it becomes like a two-piece combo, right? It's a little bit clunkier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get it. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, and then we do have MetalGreymon X. So it's when Digivolving, this Digimon gets +1 security attack, and then if you have MetalGreymon or X antibody in your source, plus 3000 DP. So it's an 11k beater with 2 damage. How often did you find this coming up?
Oh, this card's busted.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what you can do is you can evolve into this, get an extra security attack. If you have enough Tamer out, this like say you're on MetalGreymon, right? You move out, you evolve into this for free, you get an extra security attack.
Wait, which MetalGreymon? Which MetalGreymon are you playing?
It doesn't matter.
Promo?
It's on, yeah, I am playing black MetalGreymon, black red MetalGreymon.
Okay.
Yeah. So because sometimes I do need to swing into opponent Digimon. But it's just a lot of MetalGreymon is not that good. Maybe Alterous mode is another consideration. I think I run the combination of Alterous mode. Yeah, I think I run like I don't remember my exact list, but I run black red MetalGreymon, Alterous mode, and this.
Okay, so
right?
So I have a new question, and this goes to everyone really. But DPP brought up a really good point: the fact that you need X antibody in your source to trigger some of these effects, assuming you don't have a copy of the original. How many X antibodies does everyone think you need to run?
3.
I run 3.
3?
2 or 3.
3 sounds fair. Yeah.
Okay.
4 seems over. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
It's
ways to
like-
switch it out, so you don't
It's
need
not a
to run
bad
4.
security check either. It's like sometimes it'll end a turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The other day,
It's a
I
hammer
was
spot.
actually testing out the Black or Gray Gallantmon deck, and this was running.
Okay.
It was pretty good because you'd evolve your Greymon into it, your MetalGreymon into it for free, and then you go into Gallantmon to blitz for like hella security checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good
that's
in
true.
that deck too.
So so really quick.
The one thing you can do with this is
Uh-huh.
that you can evolve into this. So you have Greymon, you have extra security Greymon. You have this, so that's 3 checks. You use the X antibody option. You evolve into this, and then you swing. It's the X antibody option to evolve into Wargreymon X, and then he's gigantic because of the 3k gain DP, right? So he's at minimum 15. If you have sources, he's like 17, 18. You do 3 checks, and because of Wargreymon X effect, you gain 3 memory back.
So he's just a thick, chunky boy.
Yeah.
He just
So
hurts.
you just swing. You're doing like 3-4 security checks sometime, and you get a bunch of memory back, which then let you evolve into like Bliss Omni, and not even past turn.
Yeah.
And not even past turn.
Okay.
So there's a lot you can.
Somebody asked, can X evolve over Alterous mode? And I believe the answer is no. If it's the reference to BT5 Alterous, because it's
The
Alterous.
promo one, yes,
Yeah,
because the
it-
promo
it
one counts
says-
as metal.
Yeah, it says specifically it counts as MetalGreymon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do run the new promo one, in combination with the black red MetalGreymon,
Yeah.
and then this as like a 3-off.
All right, and then somebody also asked, which red deck do we think is going to be meta? What do you guys think? Everyone gets a vote. What do we think is the best red deck of BT9?
Does Black Wargreymon count?
No. Wait, I guess yes.
Dude, Jesmon, when you hit the savior Huckmon, dude, easy.
Oh, true.
For me, it's Wargreymon X.
Wargreymon X.
I agree with Tessero and Llama. I love Wargreymon X. That card's so cool.
Yeah, I do think Wargreymon X is the best X Digimon in this set.
All right, and then DPP, what do you think?
Definitely Wargreymon X, but Jasmine though.
when you hit the one,
It can still work, you know. Yeah, it can still work, man.
So somebody said, do we think this set will make Insectoid attribute deck actually decent?
Grandis is good.
Definitely.
Grandis is a good deck.
Grandis. Yeah, man.
Fun fact though about the Wargreymon, because it works on both player turns. If you play yellow against them and you use like a TK or like any card to search your
no, it's so funny.
and add a card, you actually lose a memory from that. One time I
had that happen. I had someone play a Tamer and accidentally pass turn because they didn't read Wargreymon effect.
Oh,
It's
dude,
so,
I think
it's so funny.
Okay, wait. So okay. So since we're on Wargreymon now, it is Digivolve for 1 over Wargreymon during all players' turns. When a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, you gain 1 memory, and that's not once per turn. So if you swing for 2 damage, you gain back 2 memory, right?
Yeah, absolutely insane.
And then end of attack once per turn. If you have Wargreymon or X antibody and source, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. This card just sounds super insane. Like this card
is insane. I consistently delete level 7 with this.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. With MetalGreymon, you delete every level 7 except for Yukon mode. Naturally.
Yeah. But a lot of time you will have like promo Agumon source. By the way, pick up your promo Agumon now.
I mean, if you haven't picked it up after playing BT6 with Agumon, I don't know. Like you should have it by now. But yeah, that's definitely crazy. But yeah, Wargreymon X it just reads like really, really well.
Yeah, it's just so good. Like I said, I think it's the best X card in this set.
Yeah. Also, so you know, since a lot of people are here for DPP, I think what we can do for the format going forward in this set review is after we read the card, I'll let DPP say his thoughts, and then we can open it up to the rest of the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We've been kind of talking.
Yeah,
over
I was like, damn, my boy.
No worries, man.
I was like, my boy David needs to say a few things. But no, what do you?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, what do you think, David? Like, do you think this is the best X antibody in the set?
I mean, its effect is just it's just good, you know, compared to the other X, like MetalGreymon X. The boy is just sad. But this one is, no, because it works together with the old Greymon decks, so it's like, it's just insane, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And it's like what previously someone mentioned that like if opponent didn't read your card and they play a TK at 0 memory, they just pass turn and then just like laugh it off and then it's your turn again. You know.
Yeah, definitely. This deck is really, really, really strong. Glad to see Greymon Tribal is actually like viable in the meta. Wait, Agumon X alt art got revealed. Ooh, what does it look like?
Oh, does that mean we get Wargreymon X art tonight?
Look at it. It's
on, damn.
Yeah, it's on the screen for y'all if you want to see it. That looks really nice.
Wow, that's so good.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
we might get Wargrey X tonight.
DPP, you gonna buy 4 of these? Is that what's happening?
I'm not an AA hunter, but I know friends who just gets every AA in the first day. So.
Okay. Man, I wish I had more money to spend on alt arts. Alt arts are so nice. Okay. And then Gallantmon X antibody. So Digivolve for 1 over Gallantmon. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. If you did not delete a Digimon with this effect, unsuspend this Digimon. Once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, if this Digimon has Gallantmon or X antibody in source, trash the top card of your opponent's deck. DPP, what do we think about this?
Honestly, I didn't really test much Gallantmon myself, so I can't really say much. But I would say this effect sounds nice, but it's not as nice as Wargreymon X.
Yeah, Wargreymon X.
It's not as generic, I would say.
Wargreymon X is kind of busted.
Yeah. So,
I've had my ass beat by this card before. It depends on the matchup, I guess. The nice thing about it is that when you go into regular Gallant, swing with it, and like use its effect to clear out all the small bodies, the Gallantmon X is pretty much guaranteed to clear out your large body.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
The thing is that Wargreymon X looks better right now because of the protection. The protection is just so really good.
Yeah.
In a matchup where that isn't important, Gallantmon X might be the better deck. Just because it has so much deletion. You just prevent them from playing anything.
I will say this card let you lethal from very high threshold.
Okay.
Because what I've done is swing Gallant with Gray Source for 2 security check. Evolve into this, so Blitz Swing, pop stuff, get memory, right? Clear the board. Evolve into this, untap. Evolve into Crimson mode and Blitz Swing.
Yeah.
Because Crimson will burn 2 at 10 in trash, so you can easily lethal from 4 security in a single turn with this play.
Okay, so somebody asked, do we feel that giant stacks will be stronger than some of the existing decks in EX2 that focus mostly on speed? Well, I mean, EX2 is a lot of like go tall style of decks, right? I don't think it like placed a lot of emphasis on speed. But from what I'm aware, I think Gallant deck is still going to be really good in BT9. I don't know about UDPP, but Lord Knight Sakuya, or just some semblance of like Sakuyamon style of decks because of the new Boutmon promo that gives you a restand. I think that'll also be really, really good because Sakuyamon's a shaman, so she counts for Boutmon. And then is Beelzemon gonna be good? I can't tell. I actually can't tell with Beelzemon.
Digimon, is it? When I personally play it, I would say it's like gambling every game.
Yeah.
If you the mill right, then you're popping off. But if you the mill 3 tamers out of nowhere, then you're like, man, there's no progress in the game. An enemy is just building something big, and then you just lose like that. Sometimes you might even deck out also, you know. And
Yeah.
the first game that I played Digimon was against some other DPP, so it was like the worst matchup.
Yeah, because they don't.
And the
They don't
blast
have
mode just
levels. Yeah.
yeah, it just feels awful, man. So, but it's good. It's a good deck. It's like it can really pop off, you know. But if you like gambling a lot, then yeah, maybe Bizarmon is the deck, and it's handsome lah, you know the deck.
Yeah.
So can't deny that.
The
Yeah.
Wizardmon, he stacks it on top of you for you.
Oh, true. Wizardmon stacks it. True.
Only problem is that it's level 4 inheritable, so you kind of have to play the climb up to level 6 style
Yeah.
to really use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not as useful then. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So I think Gallantmon X. I think Gallantmon deck will be good in BT9. I don't think it's just purely overshadowed by Wargreymon. I think it does offer some other incentives from the deck. Like I said, Tsukuyamon. I also think Justymon with the new generic black support could be really good. But Mega Gargo and is there another deck? Leomon?
It depends on the meta.
Yeah.
Gallant is especially good into armor
Mm-hmm.
because you have multiple instances of deletion, right? Like you can on swing use Gallant pop, and then your rookie inherit will pop.
The remaining level 3.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Growlmon inherit the EXU Growlmon inherit will pop.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like you can swing with one Gallant and pop like 2 armor stack at the same time. Or if you have Rise in your source, you can minus DP and just flat out kill an armor stack with 1 deletion effect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one weakness that I see with the Greymon deck. Is the Greymon deck, while it's strong at keeping its stack, it can be like poor defensively, so you can get rushed down easily.
Yeah.
Against another deck, right?
Yeah, definitely makes sense. I can agree with that. And then because it's half red, Dino Rexmon, when digivolving, for each of your opponent's tamer, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and gain a memory. During both players' turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon with 6,000 or less DP is suspended, you may delete that Digimon. So, Gotcha Green support, anyone? Gotcha Green?
Hey, it might work, you know.
Are you gonna use a deck that plays Dino Rexmon in your next video? Is that what's happening? Did you just confirm it?
No. But I mean, now you mentioning that with the gacha playstyle, it might work because initially when I was reading this card, I was thinking like, man, it just feels so bad. Like it's just like a filler card. But then if you were to play to a gacha form, basically you evolve for free to a level 6.
Yeah.
You actually can gain bunch of memory, and then like it's just a rough Digimon is gonna be there, and they have to deal with it because they can't just throw bodies at your security unless they want to just like let it delete.
Okay, so from my understanding, because of the second effect, if they swing like the little body, it'll get popped before the security check resolves, right? Like that's my
I
understanding.
like to hope so. I like to hope so.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, then like yeah, I think maybe this like finds a place in Gotcha Green. I don't think Gotcha Green is good still, but it's nifty. It's pretty nifty. I feel like any green card that has a 5-cost Digivolution is just destined to be slotted into Gotcha. Yeah, right.
No fate.
Okay, and then we have Gabumon X, who is the same as Agumon X, so it's just a really nice consistency booster. It cycles. I don't think there's much to say about this. It's just a really good card overall.
Yeah, it's just Agumon clone for Gabu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a more interesting card we did get is Jellymon. So once per turn, when you play a blue tamer, draw 1. So it's Terriermon, right? And then once per turn, when an effect adds a card to your hand, and bounce an opponent's level 3 Digimon to their hand. So Jellyforce, Ulforce running Jellymon to get the proc from the tamer. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, I think I have a friend who actually played Jellymon and Ulforce.
Yeah.
It actually can work, but it just need more Jellymon. So definitely with this new BT9 Jellymon, it adds consistency there.
Yeah, I actually think Jellyforce has incentive because the new tamer, the one that gives you jamming, right? It taps itself, so it works towards Ulforce. I think, and then that means you don't have to run jamming level 5, so you can run security plus level 5. So I think actually Jellyforce has probably not tier 1 because it still relies on tamer setup, but maybe like somewhere like rogue tier 2 territory, right? All right, and then this is actually filler. Chaos Gamamon.
Hey, don't call this card filler.
Okay,
It's anime advertisement. Cross promotion.
I'm sorry. You know, you're right. My bad. It's not filler. Anime promotion. You're right.
Dude, I'll have you know this card can evolve on top of Gammamon, and that's all I care about.
True. Okay, somebody also asked, Agu and Gabu X can warp into Bond? No, they cannot, because they don't specifically say Agu and Gabu, which Bond the Tai and Matt acquire.
Nokia also can't play them.
Yeah. Okay, and then we got Garuru X Antibody, who is the same as Greymon X Antibody, but instead of protection from effects and bot decking in hand, it's only by battle.
Just sad.
It is just inferior.
It is
just
literally worse.
Yeah.
It's just
100%
worse.
inferior.
It's in certain matchups. This actually can be pretty good, but the problem is it has to be a stat specific matchup. Yesterday I was playing against Sak. He gave me his Gallantmon list, and it's a nice list and all. But it was not running any deletion effects besides like black Wargreymon. So most of my large body removal revolved around attacking things directly with Gallantmon. And the Garurumon X was just a pain in my butt.
This is
I couldn't remove anything because I just relied so much with battle removal. So you know, if you're fighting that kind of deck, like Grandis for specifically.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, and then it wouldn't get the piercing off either because it has to destroy an actual Digimon.
Yeah, you also just don't get the piercing.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And then MetalGreymon X also gains blocker, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So you
I do
actually
have some funny stuff to mention about that later.
Which, I mean,
but
I guess you would just get rested by Grandis, but
it's also pseudo jamming if you want to do any like shenanigans with your unsuspending level 5s. Wink, wink.
Right.
Yeah, it blocks or it lets you protect yourself from security battles, which is another neat application. But like, if I could pick between this and Greymon, I'd still pick Greymon 100% of the time.
I mean, yeah.
So I just want to check. You know, if I were to read it again, right? It says that you may trash 2 cards with the same level in this Digimon Digivolution card. So it's like, if it's a level 6, do you have to trash 2 level 6 to
No. It's the sources are the same level. So you trash 2 level 4 or 2 level 5 kind of thing.
Ah, okay,
yes,
okay.
You can have to use the X evolution. So it's like you have to evolve Garuru into Garuru X, so you can start both of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's serviceable. Like it works. It works well for what it tries to function as.
Yeah, just a little matchup dependent.
Okay, and then we have Tesla Jellymon. Anime promotion, right, everyone? Anime promotion. End of attack, you may trash 2 cards from your hand to unsuspend this Digimon.
It's like a weaker Cerebrusmon.
I was about to say, yeah. Can we play this in Cerberus?
Cerebrusmon's a level 5. I would compare it more to like secret rare Vidramon.
That's true actually.
MPP.
Yeah.
Doesn't require a tame. And it's a payoff for all the draw effects that the Jellymon seem to be revolving around.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair.
I see you.
Okay. And then we have Piranhamon, who's level 5, who has Rush. Waymon support, right? This is Waymon support. Weird, kinda, not really.
No,
I mean, if you can get
it
out.
Yeah, Waymon can't actually pull this out.
It'll be more relevant when we get to Metal Piranha.
Can we? What is there a blue level 6 that pulls out level 5 besides Waymon? No, right?
Metal Piranha.
We'll get to
it. Metal Piranha.
It's only Metal Piranha. Yeah. Also, the Jellymon Tamer when suspended gives jamming. Okay, Wargreymon X Antibody. 0 over Wargreymon. When Digivolving, untap this Digimon. Then, if this Digimon has Wargreymon or X Antibody, bounce 1 level 4 or lower Digimon. Is this good? Is this a good card?
It's really good in the context of Melga because one of the biggest things is that it can be really easy to counterplay by just putting weenies on the board. But with this, you can obviously get rid of them. And the unsuspend lets you take advantage of stuff like promo Garu, where you can swing 8k. Yeah, you can swing 8k 2 checks, and with the Garurumon X, you can protect yourself from like strong Digimon and security, so it gives you like more pressure at level 5.
Yeah.
Level 4 removal at the level 5 slot is also just generally really good.
Yeah.
And kind of course, if you don't play around this will like lose you the game just because of the tempo swing.
Oh, somebody in chat said Tesla Jellymon can gain jamming from Leopardmon. Yo, DPP, we going back to Leopardmon, bro? When you were playing Blue Hybrid with a Leopard?
Oh man, no. He really did pop the idea in my head, man. Maybe he's that good.
Yo, wait. Are you gonna play it now? We're gonna see Leopard Jelly. What is it?
Yeah, why not? Because it's just good, right? Two checks jamming.
Yeah. All right.
There's a lot of security checks.
Okay, can we give it plus security attack? Is that possible?
Red plugin.
Red plugin. Yo.
Oh,
Yo.
man, he's talking ideas.
Yo, DP. Yay, David, you gotta make this deck now.
Red plugin Tesla, Jellymon, and Leopardmon. That's a mouthful, man.
The first BT9 video that goes on your channel, it has to be Leopard Jelly, okay?
Leopard Jelly. Alright, I'll take that into it.
Leopard Jelly. Okay. And then Suigenmon. And we were talking about this, but for uncommons, not even rares, they did really good on the art. Like, the art is really good for these cards, and they're not even good. But Suigenmon is from your hand. If you have a Digimon with Justimon or Raidenmon in its name, you may pay 1 memory to place this on the bottom of that source. When Digivolving, you may trash 1 card with Machine or Cyborg and Straight to bounce a level 4 or lower to the bottom of the enemy deck. When attacking, return 1 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their hand. So it's not terrible for Justimon. I don't know how good it is in Machinedramon or no, it doesn't work in Machinedramon. I guess Raidenmon. Is Raidenmon deck good? I heard Numemon was playing with it a little bit.
In the context of Raiden, it's pretty good. One of the funny things is that in combination with like the other 2 pieces is that like all the inheritables kind of just destroy armor decks randomly.
Yeah.
Because they just have to deal with like getting rid of small bodies, and that's like all armors is. That's just like a neat thing. This is kind of one of those matchups where it's like really good.
Yeah. So I think if you intend to face a lot of armors, decks like Justimon can also tech this in to start bouncing. And Alice, yeah. So Jelly Force is the deck that we're talking about. Didn't DPP do a blue-black blue card deck? Did you, David?
Oh yeah, with the Zubagon Punch. It ain't that great, but it's a nice idea. With the, I think, Quaggamon. I can't remember the exact name, but it's the one that from the ST one where you can't be blocked, and when you do evolve, you do gain plus. Yeah, Leopardmon and Zubagon Punch.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but
it's
didn't really see much play.
It's a meme.
Hidden meme, yeah.
Okay. Metal Piranimon. When attacking, you may play a Piranimon from your source for free.
Yeah, that's about it. Really, that's about it. That's all you can do.
It reads as what it does.
It does exactly as it says.
One of the interesting things is that we have 8 Piranimon, so your entire level 5 slots can just be Piranimons.
We have 8? Really? Oh, we do! No, we do. We actually do. You're right.
So you can just chuck out a free level 5.
Oh my god. You do.
For level 6s that play level 5, this is probably the most consistent in terms of like
level 5.
Yeah, that's true.
You just need to pay off for it. Like maybe like a red-blue level 7 Jogret with a red-blue that evolves from blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
some sort of like level 7 Joggers pay off.
Oh, yeah. Grace Novamon?
Grace Novamon?
Yo. Okay, and then MetalGreymon X. Digivolve for 1 over Melga. When Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. This Digimon gains Blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. Once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, if you have Metalga or X antibody in source, return all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to their owner's hands. What do we think, David? What do we think?
I mean, I'm a MetalGreymon player, so I really wish it was good, but I mean, it does sound good, you know, it bounce everything with the lowest level. So if opponent only have level 6, they just bounce everything to hand. But, you know, comparing it again to the Wargreymon X, man, maybe if you stop comparing, this might be good, actually.
Okay, Llama, so I know you've been playing a ton of this deck. What do you think?
I think, like, DPP brings up good points, like, comparison to Wargreymon, you know, it's just kind of Wargreymon seems to overshadow it. But I do think it's still like pretty good being able to remove multiple bodies at once, and you have like more than enough ways to get rid of smaller bodies, so you're at like your removal is actually effective. But yeah, I think this deck has like a lot of potential, and I think it's pretty strong.
I think it's really good. I think it's maybe you guys are testing against Wargreymon, which has actually immunity to this effect. If you don't have immunity to bouncing, this is actually really strong.
Yeah, I tested into other matchups, and it feels pretty good. But one of the really annoying things that I've discovered is that the blocker can like hurt you more than help you. I've run into 2 matchups where getting blocker sucks. One of them is the Wargreymon matchup because
It's so funny.
If they run X1
Oh.
Warg, they can pop this. But a funnier interaction is if you play against armor decks, if you hit Flare Rocket and security,
yeah.
it pops Quagga,
Yeah, it's so
Which is-
funny.
is like that happened to me twice, and I just quit both games because like I'm
Yeah.
not playing through this. It was
Yeah,
the most
I
annoying
actually
interaction.
the first time we played, I went into EX1 Wargreymon against his and pop his level 6. He's like, what?
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
sad.
It's sad. But it's sad times for
Yeah.
mobile players.
I think the funniest thing is that flame rocket actually does pop this. Like imagine you
Yeah.
just play into armor and then that's it. It's gone. Yeah. Okay. So Pillowmon, we're finally into yellow. All turns players cannot play Digimon by effect. So we're now getting cards introduced into the game that prevent your opponent from basically special summoning Digimon. Which I think, this came a little too late to stop Eismon, right?
Yeah.
But I think this kind of effect is really good for the game. Like we should have this kind of effect. I know we get this in the form of Pillowmon and Pomumon, who's the green equivalent of this. What other decks in the meta actually summoned by effects? Waymon, purple. Who else?
Zod
Waymon,
defeats.
Jesmon, Lord
defeat.
Knightmon,
Defeat. No, it stops
Yeah,
defeat.
Zod
Yeah,
defeats.
that's huge.
Defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imperial Dramon.
that's
Mastermind.
true. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, quite a bit. Anything from BT9? Does it stop?
Grandrak, Dexdorgora.
Yeah, it prevents. Dude, imagine you try to play Dexmon and it gets stopped by a pillow.
Power. Yeah, one of the coolest things with Digimon design is that these floodgate cards are made as rookies, so
Yeah,
it's really
super
easy to
get rid
remove.
of. Yeah, unlike a certain Imperial Order skill drain. Piece of shit.
Imperial Discussion.
Okay, then we do a Salamon X. Win 0 from Salamon, win Digivolving. Look at the top card of your security. If you do, you may add it to your hand. If you do, heal 1. This reads really good, right?
Yeah. It's TK effect on a body.
Yeah, but you have to Digivolve over a Salamon, so like generally you're probably gonna Digivolve over 4-cost Salamon. I heard a from DPP. Do you have thoughts on this?
I might see it played in like what's the thing called? Wookie Rush, yeah. But that's about it, I think. Doesn't really have, I mean, I think there are better yellow rookies that you want to play in your deck. Especially like the Pillowmon that you just mentioned.
Right.
So that's already 4 cards in itself. So this card, if there are more Salamons in the game, maybe there's potential.
How many
But
how many Salamons do we have? We have
I think there's 2.
1.
Oh, that's a lot.
2.
Yeah, that's what I expect.
3,
We don't do a lot of them
4.
played.
We have 5, 6. We have 6 Salamons. Salamons.
Alright, take that back. I take that back. Okay, it might be good if you're really into Salamon.
Mastermind plays at least some of these Salamon.
Yeah, Mastermind can maybe use this.
Yeah.
One
The nicest thing
application.
about that card is that it triggers your Kari from BT8.
One application
one
of this
memory,
card is you can evolve this over the starter deck Salamon that
Oh,
Jogres
and then
Energon.
you get a Joggers off of it. Yeah.
And yeah, you can Jogres and you can evolve to level 4 and Jogres to a level 5. If you want to play that type of go down that type of route, it would like enable a Chimera like an early Chimera Mon or something like that, where you can pass like say you evolve over this, right, and evolve to a level 4 and then hard slam a 4, and then you can Jogres to a level 5 and pass to him for not too much memory.
See, the real use for this is triggering Tokomon X.
True.
We've done it. We've solved the
We
card.
solved the mystery. But
Minus 1k.
I do think that because it doesn't specify, like unlike TK, where it's like if you grab the yellow, heal 1. This is just add it to your hand, heal 1. So actually, maybe like you could like use this as a Maste, right? Like it has some use maybe. I don't know. But we do have Gallantmon X. Which
Still a free way to trigger recover effects or
Yeah.
win your recover effect. So
Yeah.
maybe if there's more of those, we might see a Salamon X come in.
Yeah. Okay, so Gallantmon X is ESS. When attacking, if you have 3 or more security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. I don't see a reason you would ever play this, right? Is there?
But it's not that bad.
I think there's
One
something
of
like you probably run this in like EX Angels because you can stack this against like EX
Yeah, like
Gallantmon.
you use this in tangent with EX Gallantmon, who is the same inheritable source skill.
But not once per turn is what I was gonna
I
say.
haven't tested it yet, but EX Angels probably doesn't seem like the kind of deck that would succeed in this meta.
You just minus 4,000 DP.
Maybe Magnamon X when we get to it is good enough.
Yeah, I tested a little bit of yellow, and like this card, it's not bad. But like if you get the nice stack, minus 4 to 6k is pretty good.
Okay. So somebody said, "Hey, it kills Pillowmon."
The most
True.
interesting is that
Hey,
in conjunction with the next card.
Yeah, Nefertimon.
Armor
Armor.
over X.
Yeah, Armor Purge. When attacking one of your opponent's Digimon, gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. This seems pretty mild, right? Like
I mean, like if you this is completely unrealistic situation, but if you get like EX Gallantmon, evolve that into Gallantmon X, and then evolve that into Nefertimon, that's like minus 6k DP on a swing on a level 4.
And if you can armor texture into another Neferti, and then you can do
minus
another
12.
minus 6.
So one of my friend at local wrestle that Alex also knows, one of the lists that he's been testing is yellow armor, yellow base armor, and it has some issue. Some of the cost is high, but I would say it completely decimate Vmon armor.
Because
It's
all
like
the DP
the
minus.
matchup is so heavily unfavored.
Yeah,
Like
makes
you,
sense.
yeah, that's the Vmon armor has almost no way of beating this deck. It just feels so bad playing that matchup.
So
And,
do we think Nefertimon of all things is gonna gatekeep armor deck?
Not
don't think it
necessarily. I don't think it will.
And
Yeah,
tangent
but
it's
with
just a
other
joke.
yellow.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
yeah,
It's
but
a
you
deck
can.
that like beats one other deck specifically really well and it does nothing against everything
Yeah.
else. So it's like it exists, I guess.
You
Alright.
also can just play Rapidmon.
True. You can also just spam Rapid. Alright, Pegasusmon. Digivolve for 2 off of Paddlemon, Armor Purge, and then when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1 security attack.
It's blue yellow for the Jogras deck if you want it.
That's what you'd be playing it for.
Yeah,
yeah, that's about it, I think.
it's just Jogger's fodder, right? Alright, but we did get Anjouwomon X. I actually think this is a really good card. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gets minus 1 security attack, and if you have Anjouwomon or X antibody and source, and you have 5 or less security, heal 1. This reads
Dude.
like a really good card.
They heard about our complaints of Jet Sylvie being 1 cost Evo, so they decided to give a 0 cost or 1 cost recovery. So they decided to give a 0 cost recovery.
Hey, it's
Like,
only
take
PO
that.
5 or fewer.
Yeah,
True.
it at least has more of a restriction in comparison to Jet Sylphimon.
Yeah.
I feel like Jet Sylphimon is the reason why Anjouwomon X and Shakomon read the way they do.
Whoa,
or they have
whoa.
specific
What
thresholds.
about Marine Anjumon?
That too.
Yeah.
Until 5, yeah.
But I actually do think this is a really good card. Kron, are you still here?
What's up, man?
Is this the card you're excited about in yellow? Is it-
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You want to pop off
Rise-
about this one, King?
Dude, Wargreymon X is the best card in this entire set.
Greymon X. Hold up,
He's
wait.
not- he's
Hey,
not
yo,
paying
he's not
attention.
even looking. He's not
Yeah.
even looking, man.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you're talking about Rise Greymon X.
pretty-
Oh,
not
are you
Andromon.
talking about? Okay, you're talking about Anjouwomon. I thought you were done with Anjouwomon. No, that card, Anjouwomon. No, this card's really good. I like this card a lot. All right, don't get me wrong. This card's amazing.
Okay.
But I was talking about the next card.
Okay,
dude.
we're here now. So, Digivolve for 1 over Rise Greymon. When Digivolving, you may play 1 red or yellow Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. If you have a Rise Greymon or X antibody in source, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for each of your red or yellow Tamers in play. During your turn, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 for each Tamer you have in play. It's a mini Shine Greymon. It's tiny Shine Greymon.
Is not just Shine Greymon, but the fact that this card plays a Tamer and lets you use that Tamer's on play ability.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
amazing.
That's super huge. So,
Like, even OG Rise Greymon couldn't do that.
Shine Greymon X? Shine Greymon X one day?
Dude,
Bandai?
Shine Greymon
Yeah.
Burst Mode or whatever it's called.
yeah, give me burst mode, dude. Just give me any just give me more Shine Greymon support, man. I make a yellow Marcus or something.
Yellow Marcus.
Yellow Marcus. Okay, and then Raijinmon, who is the yellow equivalent of who did we see again? Suijinmon. So it's the same thing as Suijinmon, where you can shove it underneath it just to your Raiden, and then trash 1 to minus 4,000 DP to your opponent's Digimon, and when attacking, minus 4,000 DP. So this improves this again improves Justimon's armor matchups because minus 4,000 DP, although not as effectively as Suijinmon. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this.
It's arguably the best one for Justimon because Justimon can swing twice and do minus 8k total.
Oh, that's true. It isn't once per turn. It isn't. This is not once per turn. That is true. That is. I actually didn't realize it was not once per turn. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. And then Magnamon X, so Digivolve for 1 off of Magnamon when Digivolving if you have Magnamon or X antibody. For each card in your security stack, all of your opponent's Digimon and security get minus 1,000 DP. End of attack, you may add the top card of your security to your hand to unsuspend this Digimon.
It's a card. It's very comparable to old Wargreymon.
I feel like this exists for specifically the EX Magnamon.
The one that restands?
Yeah, yep. Which was sort of a deck that I mentioned before, EX Angels. Just never went anywhere. With this, it has a bit of more support. I'm not sure if that makes it like playable.
Can we, dude? Magnamon has some of the sickest art in the game. Like this art is like actually phenomenal, and it's so crazy to me that this card is played by none other than security control players. It doesn't see playing anything else, just security control. All right, and then probably what top 3 cards in this set? Maybe I'd say.
God, I hate this card.
Magnamon X. So Digivolves for 4 off of Magnamon, and during your opponent's turn, when your opponent attacks, if you have X antibody or an armor in this source, you can change the attack target to this card. All turns when this Digimon would be deleted, you may place the top card of this Digimon at the top of your security stack to prevent the deletion. So it is an infinite blocker that doesn't actually need to block, and then it protects itself and heals you.
It's a crazy card.
This card's not okay.
This card is really disgusting.
It's like it's a card that like you can't even like play out your turn and then remove it. It's like you have to spend your turn just removing this because you don't get to do anything else as long as this thing's on the board.
This is my Chimera-mon of this set.
Oh yeah, Magnamon was in D Brigade, and I think Agumon decks that played Magnamon are fake. But yeah, this card is super insane. DPP, how do you feel?
I'll say it gets de-evolve, so de-evolve is good again. But yeah, I mean, if you don't play against de-evolve, this card is just insane. But then again, 11k DP is not exactly very big, so usually people with other mega levels can actually swing over it. But yeah, it's kind of oppressive because armor release, they can just play aggressive and they can just suddenly slap into this and then they delay the game. And that kind of delay might be what is needed to win the game actually, because they just stall a bit and then they just push out another nursery Digimon and then they game from there. That's how I see it. Yeah, it can be good. I mean, it is good. What am I saying? It is good. Yeah, it is good. Just good. Yeah.
So now we have one more defense option to make up for it. So it's not always 11k. If you evolve into Magnamon and get that DP from it, then evolve into this.
I was gonna say I had this card at like freaking 19 before and I had no idea what to do.
Oh yeah, yeah, that can work too.
Yeah, they evolve into a big they evolve into a big Magnamon swing with the Magnamon, and I just evolve into this, and it just like tap, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do anything. I have to like play.
I guess I just fasten in.
Yeah.
So Kotemon searches this out, right? Or does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So Kotemon searches out Magnamon.
Holy Warrior.
Yeah, Holy Warrior. Nice.
Yeah.
In fact, if you play Kotemon in that yellow list, you can search for both Rapid and Magnamon.
Oh yeah, because Rapidmon's also a Holy Warrior.
Yeah. So like if you play the yellow base armor, that's the one advantage you have. Rapid will also Kote's grab 2, I believe.
Just use Tommy and get rid of its sources. True.
From like some testing that I did against this with like this card and the old Magnamon, even with like Melga, I got close to decking out because of how long this can like delay the game. Because it's a blocker that also heals 1 and then
why does it heal?
It devolves into a blocker, so like you just like have to sit there for a while, just like trying to poke through all like the protections they have.
The most annoying part is that it heal into that is an 11k security check. It's so annoying.
It also surprisingly synergizes with the X antibody option, because if you put that under Magnamon, you can basically attack over really massive things
Yeah.
by using that DP boost defensively.
Yeah. Okay. So going forward, we have Quaggamon X antibody, who is 0 over Kukua on play when digivolving. It's Agumon and Gabumon X. Except it works with insectoids and machines and the X antibody. Also, really disappointed to see we got regular Palmon and not Palmon X in this art. But it's a searcher. It's just a really nice consistency boost. I don't think there's a lot more that needs to be said right there.
Finally got an Insectioid searcher.
Yeah, we finally got an insectoid searcher. And then Pomumon, who is Pillowmon. Except somebody actually brought up a really good point. Is that this style of effect is more likely to hurt yellow than it is to hurt green, because it affects both players. Because yellow, obviously, you have ways to expand your board via like Anjouwomon, Lord Knightmon, etc. Whereas green, I mean, you have Argo 5, and that's really it. Quaggamon X antibody, so 0 over Quagga, and if you have insect trait, ESS gains piercing. This is just really good with Grande's Quaggamon, who's able to redirect its attack in order to so remove bodies, deal like 3 damage. I don't know. There's just green is kind of just a straightforward color. I feel like there's like it's kind of hard to like really elaborate on green when it's just like, yeah, so this card does this. It does as it reads, you know.
It's also insane that it evolves over other Quaggas. So you can be an extra source. So when you digiburst regular Grand Quagga promo, you can still keep it in there.
Yeah.
Actually. One thing it does that Tesla mentioned with that it helped you with early is that sometimes for example, you can play a X antibody Kokua early, right? Poke with it. If they don't heal, you can randomly lethal from 4 because you can make Grandis string for 4 checks twice. So you can it increase the lethal threshold Grandis.
Wait, if you poke with what?
You can just play any rookie and poke with them and put your opponent to 4 security.
Oh, and if they like lives for whatever stupid reason, or
no.
Just poke, just
Grandis.
I
promo.
got you.
Yeah,
I got you now.
promo Quagga threshold is no longer 3 security check. It can hit 4. It can hit 5.
Okay. So we have Leomon X antibody, which is support for the Leomon rush deck that we saw from EX2. 0 for Leomon. All turns when this Digimon would be deleted, you may play Leomon from your source without paying cost.
It's neat. You rush them down.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Neat. This deck is neat. That's what I have to say on it.
Somebody said, "Look, it's a green card that plays a Digimon for free." You know, you're not wrong. That's not wrong. Also, yeah.
But you're playing a blue Leomon also.
Yeah. So, Saber Dino Tigermon plays off of Saber Leomon, and the Saber Leomons we've gotten are like really mediocre. Because one is from BT1 and the other one is from BT7. Weirdly enough, right?
Yes.
But it's still really bad. We got Magnamon X. So 0 off Magnamon. This card is treated as a Leomon. It's also treated as including Leomon. And then
not Leomon.
Yeah, it's not Leomon, but underneath it's Wait, what?
So basically, you can't play it off of the Tamer, but like in sources, it counts as Leomon for the sake of
yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So all turns when this Digimon would be deleted, you may play a Leomon from source.
By battle.
Yeah, by battle.
Oh,
in case you were wondering.
It got worse.
Oh yeah. Did you expect this to be that good?
I was expecting at least
battle
something
does count security, so
I mean, yeah, it does.
It's not as awful, but still.
Okay.